Right, there we go. We are indeed back, yes. Right. It's been a little while since building because we've been busy with other things. We have done a couple of little things between the last stream and now. Primarily worked down in Jamaica Plain. But I get a little sidetrack. I came over to County Crossing. And I've got a little started over here. So I'll show you what I've done here for now. And then we'll probably go back to Jamaica Plain and have a look over there. So County Crossing being the farm that's just northeast of Bunker Hill. Next to the National Guard training yard where the ghouls are. So let's have a look. So completely done this. A lot of work left to do on it. But let's go into build mode and have a look around. There we go. So yes, welcome to everyone tuning in. Howdy. Let's go ahead and get that there. So yeah, a lot of work done to this. A lot of work left to do in terms of detailing. But usually you have your little shanty shack over here. Then there's some crops, and that's about it. So I've completely changed what would be here. I made it like a little residential street, like the same house type as up at Sanctuary. A lot of detailing left to do. You know, the road looks a little plain, all that stuff. The law with this is going to be that the street has collapsed under water spillage, water damage, whatever you want to call it. So I'd say I'm about like 20% done with this. There's a little detailing like the pipes coming out of the house feeding into the water that we put down here. This one's completely submerged. So yeah, I need to get a little bit more detailing in with that. Once I've established what it would have looked like pre-war, I can then come back in for what it's going to look like post-war. So we'll make this area where the road hasn't collapsed down lived in. And then we can actually get a little farm in here as well. But like I said, we're going to be heading back to Jamaica Plain for today. At least to begin with anyway. If I can remember where it is. There we go. Aim out 9. There we go. Right, so yeah, we got a little start in Jamaica Plain last time. We did a little bit of cleaning up, and we got a start to the general store over here. Aside from that, I zip-zoomed around the whole place a little bit more in terms of tidying things up. And I've got started on the bar a little bit. And then the weapons and armor store over here. I did relent and move the bus that was along this street here. Just down the road a little bit. So it's still here. But that we don't have this weird blockage right in the middle. So let me have a little zoom around and then we crack on. Go. So yeah, what else do we get prepped in? Guard tower prepped, needs detailing. We have clothing store prepped. Got a fair whack of the stuff done in here. And we started on the bar. So I went through and trimmed out all the garbage. Go in. I've got the base layout of the bar. I have got some desks and tables dotted around from what we could find. These are all chairs that I have found here in all the buildings around here as well. Yeah, we've got some that are folded up. So, made a layout there. What do we got up here? Oh no. We got some, what's going to be just rooms where people are sleeping. Then we got little room over here. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Then I got to the weapons and armor store, which I put into the same building. So how have I got it? I have the weapon trader there, and then the armor trader there. So they'll just be stood next to each other. I figured that would work fine. And then it was just getting all the detailing in on the inside. Make it look like an actual workshop. I've covered the floor. I may need to cover the holes a little bit. And then the idea with that would be that whoever owns the store here lives in the property right next door. Which needs work. I've pretty much just closed it up for now. And this up a bit. And that's about as far as I got. Which took quite a while. Primarily the bar. The bar took ages because there were so many elements within the building that were unscrappable that I've had to implement into the design. So like I've got a false partition wall here. I'm stuck. A false partition wall. Because underneath that you've got this it's a curio door. Can't scrap that. Scrap the actual thing that was folded over. So just gotta cover it up. Cover it up a little bit better. And there was several things here like that. Basement's the same, that's fine. But yeah, it's pretty much getting everywhere up to sort of 80-90% done, and I can get all the detailing in. The upstairs room here, what do you mean with the sign? The money and the caps and the... And the bed and what have you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, a little bit more detailing needed with that. I did make a start on the clinic. I really regret picking the church building to build in. A lot of stuff in here we can't actually get rid of and move. I've been down there for now. Which is why I had this little raised area. I got beds on either side. It's like a ye old timely hospital. I don't think I actually did any foot in this. Couple bits down here already. Let's zoom down. Yeah, the upper bit I didn't really get to. I think that's where I finished up. And that's to that. So yeah, like this. This bit's raised or the other bit's lowered, so need to get them to match again, but that's probably thrown something else off. It's a really weird designed asset, building, whatever you want to call it. I have several mods on Deep. Your biggest ones are place anywhere and scrap everything. And then I've got several building ones on as well. Any of the sort of top settlement building mods, those ones. So yeah, let me have a think what we need to do here. Perhaps we work on the diner a little bit to begin with today. I'm detailing on a outdoors upstairs with rooftop garden. Because the general store is all but done. Just needs a bit of detailing. The bar is done layout-wise. It just needs detailing. The weapons and armor shop is straight up done. House next door, not so much. We have got a small chem store, which I've actually put inside the bus that we moved. A little trading thing there where they're going to be sat down. And then bed and a little table and all that sort of stuff, so that's fine. Don't know if these mods work on PlayStation. I would probably say no. Based on the scrap. Everything. Except for if you meant for food. See, this is more like a little recreation area for the bar. People to come and sit outside upstairs. I have on the roof here put a generator. I feel like that blends in just quite nicely. That's going to be the sort of main power source to this place. Thing is, we've got plenty of areas in this settlement where we can do food. So yeah, we've still got the diner to fix up, though. A lot of it's probably already done. Like the booths, one. I can't scrap off of these chairs. So for the most part, we're probably just going to be tidying it up. Which is fine. We do have a couple of these scrapped buildings that this one that can't be moved. More skeletons. Feel free. Went around and we've counted the skeletons. We did a little bit of this last time as well. And we've been adding a grave for each one there. Just give a little more believability. So we've been adding those there. The issue with these destroyed houses, I didn't realize until I was messing around, was yes, we can get rid of this stuff, and we probably will. But like if we were to take this and get rid of it, the ground here is so incredibly uneven that we're going to have to build up. So these are, for the most part, unsalvageable. We'll get rid of the bits that we can, but like here, can't get rid of this. So probably make this look a little like a little scrap heap. Maybe we pile up all that garbage that we found up over here and just have this as like a little dump area. Get rid of the frames. Yeah, just the actual grounds raised. We'll salvage where we can, but yeah. A lot of this unsalvageable. What I will do is try and repurpose a lot of it. That's kind of annoying. Right, I won't scrap too much more on that then, because half of it you can, half of it you can't. No, a little piece. So, let me see if we can fix that up a little bit. Again, rotated. That needs to be perfect. It matches. And then we'll just make it look like it's in the process of being demolished. Howdy, Bishop. Welcome to everyone tuning in, by the way. How do you? So yeah, probably just more of a dumping area over here. So I'm glad that we kept all the garbage. Yeah, houses like this where it's open, we'll just fix up and have someone living in here. Yeah, big old garbage pile to get that fixed up. Got a lot of clearing out. There's still ghoul ambushes that I'm still finding to scrap. I always knew there was a lot of ghouls here, but until you find the actual spawn markers, I realize just how many of a ghoul ambush. Get rid of those. Yeah, with the ground being raised, we can build up, get it higher raised. Once like this over here, where we can't scrap the walls, kind of leaves me unable to do anything. So if we're going to build anything, it's going to be in this middle bit. We do have the option for the pieces that we can highlight that I can't scrap here to lower them. Like this one, can't scrap it. Lets me highlight it, but I can also drop it down under the ground. Only thing I found doing this is if the piece is big enough, I assume it can only go so far down. It'll crash the game. Pop that down there. I'm probably going to work up the walls to this place a little bit today. And all that time clearing out, we got... I think this would be technically the main gate. We've got 3 ways into this place. That one. This area. Which I guess this also goes straight down to Diamond City area. So this one's also a main gate. We've got 2 main gates and then 1 side gate. Which is going to be roughly over here. More of an alternative entrance to the other side over there. Following the road. We also have a hell of a lot of the settlement that's out here. We did decide we were going to have like a Shanty town refugee center over there. So I'm inclined to actually build the wall of the settlement along here and probably along this road and have all this area technically outside of the settlement. We could then do crops on this grassland over here. So yeah, I think we're going to get started today with gates and walls. Heroes here, howdy. Oh, I have no idea on that, I'm afraid. Right, let's move these over here. Get started with the game. Gates and wall. We got gates.
Balls.
Oh, wow, that's loud. Why is that so much louder today? Wow, Grab's in the chat. Howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, I'm thinking wall pretty much along the edge of the road. Following it along. We'll have the road to here. We'll probably have a makeshift path going across this water to this area. And then possibly going around here and then going back out to it. Just because I have no need to build over into this water area over here for the most part. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep the junk fences. I kind of don't like them. They were more put down as a mental marker as to where we were actually going to put the gates. Let's get rid of those. Because, yeah, I don't like those. We need this in a way where... Am I going to build a wall along this water's edge? Because we will need... And this is probably where we're going to get it from, though it's extremely dirty water. Where we're actually going to have a water source from. So I'm thinking we have a little raised area that goes out here for this wall's lowered anyway. So go ahead and this for now. The vehicles are definitely going to make part of the wall. Like the bus can't move, it's got to stay where it is. Nice raised area. Maybe we'll bring the gate down just a little bit. Wall across here. Gotta be on the inside. Let's get rid of this debris. Where this road marking is with the crosshatch lines, that's where my gate's gonna be. It's literally drawn out, ready for me. So yeah, I'm thinking wall-wise, it's probably going to be makeshift. I just want to try and maybe do something different other than the junk fence. So let's see if we can find anything. That was fine. We've got junk fences. We've got car fences, which we're going to be using. And then I'll just scrap the appropriate car next to it. So... set off a mine. Very good. That's the mine quota for the stream. Very good. Yeah, would it be that way with the posts on the inside? Yeah, probably. Get that in. And then, yeah, we'll keep the debris. We'll get that placed all afterwards. Just pop it over here for now. So, yeah. Lined up to this. Probably into the ground just a little bit. We'll get the line so it's smack bang in the middle. We get 2 cars, so that's long flat car that it matters. That's that car. We got several to choose from here. It's that one. Be a little bit lower. Smack bang in the middle again. Bury it in. May double that up and have a platform on either side. Yeah, it could be that. And we have the bike here that we can't get rid of. That's fine. Waiting for that build size limit. I know we can technically go over it, but I'm trying not to. Yeah, let's double up on the cars. Okay, what I'm talking about, because I'm using that road marking as a basis for this. Does mean I'm gonna move a little bit of this for the moment. Let it in afterwards. Put that there. Right, I need 2 more cars. So we got standard one. Then we got the big looking fella. Oh. Standard one. And then there isn't a big looking fella in here, so We'll go with that as the closest. So if we have that card there, we'll have this one on the other side. Needs to be touching the ground. See, Mod Hub, I figured it was on about the, you know, Bethesda's one. That one down a little bit, that one up a little bit. Other bit can be Shanty, but we'll have that one like that. Then we can have like a little walking platform. That'd probably work. Got any of these without the barbed wire? Oh. What do we got in terms of fence? We have these long walls. I'm going to be utilizing these. Saves me a lot of resources. So, pop that roughly where I'm going to have the long wall there. Super mutant looking stuff. Okay, where is that piece? This one. The junk fence. Let me see. Let's get this in. Let me try and shrink it down a little bit. Down to 70%. Aim this way. Get that back in. That across and down. And then we can build up from those. Go ahead and press save. Because yeah, it's like a two-tier wall that we've got to go around the corner. Right, what do we got here? Got that real long wall. We want a shorter wall as well. How long is that long wall? Might be where we actually put this piece. Because that's pretty much where I want this to go. So let's move it across to where it needs to be. Drop it down so it's just in the ground. Angle wise, we need to rotate ever so slightly. Good. Then that's going to be natural walking height, so we need the footrests. Flooring is going to be best for this. Probably just the temporary stuff. Probably this sort of thing all the way across. Then raise that up to match it. It's a little off the ground, it doesn't matter because we're going to be putting some garbage there anyway. Raise that up. Snapping is on. I am going to try and mix these pieces up just a little bit. So change the angle, rotate them around. Really want that piece there. So that said, we'll probably attach it to something else. Shrubs. We don't want that garbage there. Okay, so the wall's a little in the way. How's the rest of this look? How many do we have to drop it down for it to be hidden? 9. So I'm just going to go around and do this for the rest of them. Alright, that should look okay. Very good. So I want a walking platform across here, but I think that's going to be too low. If I'm walking here, I'm going to have to duck to get under it. So it needs to be a little bit higher. So steps are needed. Back into build mode we go. Don't worry about it. It's just a grill. Don't worry about it. Stumble, please. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Now we can do that because it's a bit below. It's not. Is that going to be the right position? First of all, that's going to be the right height. Yeah. Yeah, we can get under it that way. That's what we do for a gate. I don't know. Also do. Let's build across. So 2 of those and then 2 of the brackets again. Change that momentarily. In fact, first thing that we should do before we build those is make sure that these are the same height. So yeah, that needs raising up. Up there. Bars up as well. And this one potentially down a little bit. Set up. And we need to move it back across a little bit. If we take snapping off, move it to about where it needs to be. Snapping back on. There we go. There's a second little platform. Means we can actually build this across. 2 of those in. A double shack stairs. Probably have this as a little bit more solid. Okay, we'll move these ones over ever so slightly just so they match up. You just got to use your imagination, Grab. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Obviously, I'll block this bit off a second. I'm just getting the basis done here. Yeah, grab nose. There it is. So we want a little bit more of a wall there because the platform up here is more where the guard's going to be. So back to fences. The smaller pieces. Like so. And then we'll mix it up on the other side. So yeah, like a barrier going across this bit. Probably a guard post or two. So this side what we got? We got the wooden equivalent. About the length of the car. Maybe just a little shorter. Jeremy's here. How do you? Right now, if we go to standard fences, junk-wise, do we have the large ones? Ooh, very good. Snap, but okay on that. That matching. Probably build it around a little bit. Doesn't need to stretch the whole area. No one's diving into this water. Maybe rounded. Probably something like that. Oh, they snap amongst themselves. I should be able to rotate if I'm on the right angle. So we'll position. Get that into place. So Bishop, please. It's a grill. It's a barbecue grill. La Grill. Is what it is. I think that's far enough for the wall around that bit. Bits with barbed wire, bits without, that's fine. Okay, railing wise here. Patching those bottom bits and we'll get some support posts as well. Back over in wood. Wondering with this one, you know, if we actually do use this piece. Side. That's fine. Go. Got a little roof bit over there. Listen, it's perfectly normal. We walked into some nuclear waste. Came out looking like this. What can I say? Brothers here, howdy. Howdy, bruv. What roof do we want for this? Probably just to stick with the theme. Corrugated metal. Don't want this flat. We'll have it like this. Angled shack roof. We don't even need a wall on the other side. Just supports. Like you greeted with the bus. But obviously all this garbage is going to be gone, so you just head down that way. Probably fence this bit off as well. So it does force them down this way. Bow nose. Let him cook. Wow. This fella actually can. Brilliant. We'll go with those big old supports. Yeah, because it's not going to be nice and go where I want it to. Yes, I could move things across ever so slightly. I got rid of the gate so I can zip zoom through and keep building. Otherwise, I'm going to have to continuously open and close it while I'm building. I should get some of this trash to use. Ta-da. Big old piles of garbage. Mound piece. Drop this back. One more small bit, potentially this. There we go. Blends in quite nicely on that side. Nose. Right, now the supports again on this side can be the thinner ones. He's not going to snap to this. It's snap into the wood. That's fine. Kinda do. Can we snap underneath as well? Right, we're all the way down to the bottom of that one. We're all the way down to the bottom of that one. That then gives the illusion that it's being supported. The framework up. Then I'll add more of these. Change the time because I can't see anything. Go. There we go, support. That and then a couple of the single ones. Potentially. I wish to move this. I can move it straight to the left. To about there. Same with this, but the other way. There. I mean, obviously, I need my gear. What do you think so far? Angled piece of garbage. Get that over in that side. Run out of garbage there. Go to the garbage pile. Cover that up. Probably the same on the other side. Garbage, it looks great. Garbage. Doesn't need to be as permanent, it's just to block off this area. How close are we? Probably about where it needs to be. And as you approach, naturally brings you in. And have a big old pile of garbage in there as well. And we're going to be doing 20 of the parts of the world. The plan deep is to do all settlements of the base game. I have started on several already. But with the expanded build area mod, Jamaica Plain's just massive, so it's going to take me ages. What's the plan? No doubt. A little extra gap there, but there's nothing really I can do about that. Have to fill it with garbage. Yeah, the blueprint thing is there is a mod that allows you to import and export blueprints of settlements. If I can get these settlements uploaded as blueprints, I will do so. Yeah, just that big gate. It's just kind of garbage. I'd more vie towards having just standard doorways like this. I guess I was trying to get him to snap there. If I get rid of this in place of a standard doorway, smack bang in the middle, I can then wall the other bits. Alternatively, we could have 2 doorways. I know there's spots for the double doors, but I think something like that would work. Is that barbed wire in the floor? Not enough that it's going to be an issue. Bring it out. Anyway. There's there. Then we can get your standard junk wall stuff on the side. Mix up a little bit. Maybe not the ones with tires. The corner stuff. Patch those bits in. Fine. Fine. Double doorway to get in. If you come in here with a Brahmin, you gotta go around to one of the other doors. We'll make sure that the gates look a little bit different between all of them. For those gap fillers that we keep using. Patch that bit in. There we go. Get these, it just makes it a little smaller. This area really only needs to be able to shoot out of. It's gonna be the right height. That one's better. There you go, just a little lookout area. I do feel that this does need poles. Between these two, so there and there. Just to break it up. Go for the floor. Yes and no. Why we got a one that is and one that isn't? What about above? Do I need to go for a smaller piece? I could potentially go for a smaller piece. Go for that. Because then on this side, just breaks it up a little bit. garbage in. Go that to there. Right now, the flooring here is all bust up. This being a main way in, I would imagine it wouldn't be bust up. So makeshift repair stuff. Ta-da. Have pallet there. Possibly just these big boards. Just to like patch that area up just a little bit. And finally use these flat pieces to hide and cover up. Got a couple planks here. Pop that there. That garbage just accumulated in under it. And then same with this one as well. There, it just makes it look a little different. Door. Metal. Yeah, I'll see there's doorways that utilize the double doors. I'll do that in the other gates. A metal door auto close, so. And I know I know that means that the doors technically are gonna open a different way, but I like both handles being on at the same bit. Got any more of that black garbage? Quite what I'm after. Picked up so much of it as well. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. Because I want this sort of at the front. Yeah, I think that amount of garbage is fine. The inside, it's going to be nice and clean. Okay, so I need guard posts. Guard mats. Reading, place on top. Project, place on top. Air mats. Lean back, lean left, ground. For the most part, I'll probably just have them standing. Might look a little weird, might look like they're a little too tall for it. Right, the guards will stand there. I don't know if that's going to be one per spot or if one guard will alternate between the two of them. Kind of preferred the second one. Much nicer. Also, we do need to prep for turret stuff. I'm gonna go over the top with turrets. I don't think each gate would have like 50 turrets, but 1 to 2. Yeah, it just needs the one here, I think. That and the guard. Does it need to be the bigger one? We'll go for standard turrets for this. Probably just your heavy machine gun. I think we might be able to do that with a smaller platform. The CVC. Yeah, looking at it again, maybe not. Let's see. What I could do. I know it fits. It fits. About the right size for it. Mark 7? Jesus. What I'm going to do is shrink this fella down. Up and down to 70%. Little fella. So let's see, how's that look? How does that look if you're approaching from the road? So, looking on the road. See the wall, you can see the tower. The tower, again, it's going to be sniper point. That should hopefully cover all 3 gates. You've got the bushes here that I can't really do anything about. Though, to be fair, that blocks line of sight both ways. Walk down, you got your doors. I just can't really tell it's... you can't really tell it's a gate. For how the doors look, it just looks like one big giant wall. So, that's fine by me. Continue building the wall around it a little bit. Yeah, sign could work. I'll probably have a sign on all of the entrances. Do that at the end, though. The town name. I need to think of a name for this place. I know technically it's called Jamaica Plain, but with the other places I've been doing a slight variant to the name on what the settlement actually is, so any suggestions would be appreciated. Right, this next fence, where do I want it to fit into? Because I am going to be using this house. Do I literally want to follow the curbside here? And this bit goes down, so I should probably come in. Follow the curbside, bring the fence across here, and actually have the house as part of the fence. Or right next to it. Probably that. Back to over again. I am an R as to whether to use the mutant clutter. I think it works for some areas, but not necessarily for this. We do have like this metal fence along as well, which I am going to use. I will also add to it because there's several bits to this that are just straight up missing. So let's get that angle correct. And then we can do any patching. I think this might be Diamond City stuff. And again, I can use the... Where is it? The long wall again. I'll just make sure to tweak the design to it ever so slightly. As long as it's not two of these right next to each other, I think it's fine. It goes a little too far though, so we want the smaller version to that. Bring that right in. Why is it even called Jamaica Plains? Pull that wall over a little bit. Get down a little bit. Don't actually do anything with this. Clear the debris. Very good. Yeah, we'll get in here. Need to patch this a little bit. No, they're not going to work. I don't mind if there's little gaps, but ones like that, probably a big no. All right, let's snap that along 3 times. Get rid of the middle one. I think that's patched enough. Yeah, second mine. I don't know where they all keep coming from. It's on getting me. Have another car here as support. And to block the corner bit. Yeah, we need it to block. Alright, that's another car used. Let me just go and get rid of one. There we go. Yes, we've got this upper area as well. It's grass, so any sort of grass that's within the settlement we should probably use for the crops. So move this little rock thing out of here. I just straight up right angle at this bus stop. Yes. Right angle. Ta-da. Going back into the other menu. Corner unit. Bring the car back out to match that. Was a little on the low side. So maybe we match the angle. Still going to be on the low side. We'll have additional wall. Troops. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Somble. Any little area like that, I'm going to try and make into house. Strip can't get rid of that. Right. Need... What is this? Wasteland wall. Oh, it's these ones. Oh, okay. We're back to using that. Well, I'll use a little bit of this stuff around the other side. I'll fit out a little bit then. And if we place the car there. Put an end cap onto this. That work? Why? Or up to the end of that. This angled so it's covering the house as well. And then we'll patch up the windows and we'll make that into part of the wall. Ta-da! Brilliant, that's looking great. And we got farmers, we got standard barbed. We got this really small barbed one. I don't know if that's going to work for me. No snap, no deal. Where are we looking? I know there's a standard barbed wire looking thing. Not exactly that. Can change time. Left it up with the stabilize. So what I was going to go for was this and then barbed wire top of it. We'll go for that. There. I mean, I don't even mind so much just a standard fence like this. It's just to stop your raiders. Right, so if we bring that across here, it looks like it's technically also part of this wasteland wall cap. The only thing we're going to have in is these. That might fit perfectly. So pop that there, that there, and that there, and it looks like it's actually connected to it. I don't know if it's going to clip into the house. If it does, we'll deal with it. What we will do with that is go back on over to woods, back on over to the supports. And then just give that an extra long support here as well. Yeah, garbage there. Cover up this a little bit. Go, a little garbage. Another little bit there as well. That angle rotated in. There we go. This does kind of just float a little bit. Can I cheese it with a support beam? Yes, we can. Go. Right, but that's that first bracket of wall around. Go for a nice mixed bag. I said I'll do bits and bobs to the wall. I'm going to go around and do the whole thing in one big session. Because I want to build up the little walkway over here. But yeah, this little bus stop thing, potentially make it into a little home. Oh yeah, if the walkway down here goes to the entrance there, continues along this way. And the bridge work across here to this whole area, which we're going to be using this as sort of the base benchmark area. And making it look more like a... I mean, like a refugee camp is probably the best way to describe it. Is people that want to live in this place but can't actually get a spot, afford it, whatever you want to call it. So I don't want to get rid of too much of the garbage over here because I think that's a priority. Get that bridge sorted, so it needs to be connecting this road over there. And we've got this bus here. Definitely going to utilize this somehow. And it just needs to be a platform all the way across. Marsh scum. We'll leave that. I need this bridge to not go for any bushes. That there for now. We've got hedges. So yeah, it's going to have to be along this side of the bus. Make the bus as a walkway. I quite like the fact that it's angled down into the water. I will have a walkway utilizing the bus, but not how I think you're thinking. I assume you are thinking sort of walkway up and then down this way. I'm going to have a walkway along the side. Let's see what we get with these bridges. Obviously, we got the ones with the stands as is. But I always hate how, like, sunken this is. So I'll make my own walkway. It be quite high. Or then drown most of the bus. I'll just cover it up. We're going to go from the road. It'll be at that height that we need to work at. I mean, I could sink the bus down. But I need to add, like, you know, the realism of... The only people that have made this bridge are the sort of... the refugees that are going to be over here. Because it's technically not in the settlement. The people that live in here don't really care, so they're not going to spend the time and effort to make an actual decent bridge. If you get what I mean. Why does that rotate it? So let's slap this down for now. As to where the walkway would be. Then we can have a look at which point we need to start lowering it. As it stands, it's not going to hit the ground for quite a while, whereas I want it to hit the ground around here. I also want it to be a little bit closer to the bus, so can I just grab the bridge with this? Alright, if we start going down about there. The bus is more support for it. When I get some of the pillars in a minute. I guess we can just keep to this. Do I want it one wide or two wide? Need to be too wide. Too wide going to be a little too much. Let's do it too wide, and I set up because it's probably going to be a little easier for pathing. I do have the walkway with stand ensemble, but I prefer to use this piece because it's flatter and then put my own stands in. Because if I put the two of them next to each other, just compare. I guess I could do one or two of these, but do you see how it's like sunk a little bit? Like I said, I can probably get one or two of these in just to mix it up, but the other piece looks a little better in my opinion. I just need to get the supports in for this. Yes, the first one, we could pallet it up. There we go. Slanted parts. Let's get a couple of them in. So I'll have one in each side just to mix it up. We want the dip to sort of be... Do I want out or the... Oh, the in. Definitely. That's the same. Right, now we can go to the supports. We have columns and beams, large. I think this is just an alternate version. Back out the wall supports. What I'll likely do with this is just go in with the columns and beams, and every so often just throw down one of these. Because yeah, they snap. That's what we need. A load of these. Goes in. Snap them along, have them alternating. It doesn't really, they don't need to be like even or anything. They just need to be enough of them there that it's believable. And then the side bits, we can just put them in manually. As long as they're not poking through, and if they are, we'll just lower them a little bit. I have to keep the same sort of amount of them. None are poking up, very good. Right, I think bridge pretty much done. I'll do a little detailing on it. But in terms of the pathway, I think that's fine. What I mean detailing will couple of floorboards. Just to break up the monotony and make it look like there's bits that have been covered up or repaired. Well, that apparently snaps to something. Don't know what that is. Maybe the post. I really see the point of the ramps. But that's kind of the look I was going for, Sunbolt. What do I want angled? A blue mid one, so... There we go. The chat, but banjo, a banjo, a banjo. Yeah, I mean we can get some more trees in this area, more swampy looking trees. Have this bit turn into like a point lookout light. But yeah, I know go around and take out a lot of the trees. We'll be putting them back in decorationally. So let me get a couple of those trees in here now, actually, while we've got it in mind. Anything that feels like it's going to look right swampy. And stuff hanging out of it. What do we got here? Right, I need to work out where the roads were. So we don't put a tree where there was actually a road. So road comes down here. So this one needs to move along a little bit. This is obviously all flooded. Road down here. So we just need to bring everything in just a little bit from where it is. And then the same on this side. Because then, yeah, where the road was would be down this way and down there. And then the road here goes along this way. And then I would assume down here. It's completely covered. So in between the two roads would be the trees. As long as we don't go either side of that, we're fine. Fill those out. Like that. I guess maybe not there because of the, the whole bus and the road deal. There we go. There's a little decorational stuff in there. I'll get some more trees on this side as well. Right, but this destroyed building is going to be staying pretty much as is. It's more going to be shacks that end up around it. That just at this moment, though. Let's fill this area out just a little bit. fine if you use the same trees, just rotate them a little bit. Yeah, you can't tell, it's fine. Got a couple of rocks in. There we go. How much better does that look already? So get a few extra trees in. For the area where I'm definitely not going to be building anything. Get more trees and rocks and what have you. This can stay as is. Let's see if they're coming around the road this way. You make it... Maybe we do move this log, actually. Get up to that way, and then... This is naturally blocked. Okay, so we'll leave this tree. What I'll do... is we'll just rotate it. Rotate it to there. Lower it down. Assume the log's meant to be in the ground, so actually do it to there. And then there we go, that's just a little bit more open. Rub some brambles near here can go. There we go, that opens it up a little bit. Clear out as much as possible. We need... the ground to be a little raised. How many sleeping bags and like we're really going to want down here? Yeah, it's like a little mini shanty down here. Get the prep work for it. These I'll probably use a lot of the presets. The prefabs. We got these looking shacks, which some would work, some have got buildings, don't really want those. Should have just a destroyed home there. Is that the exact same design? No, it's much bigger. But stuff like that I can use. It works well. Oh, as in stabby stab. Well, I mean, as long as you've got your tetanus shot somewhere, I think you'll be fine. Great. Stuff like that. Just do a nice mix. What have we got here? Meshed. Where's the... where's the entrance? Probably some stuff like this as well. Yeah, some nice looking stuff there. We've got the vanilla shacks. We've got wooden stuff that we can make up from scratch. We got big old wooden bridge assets here. Oh, nice. Maybe something like that would have worked. Well, that's too late now. I've just spent an hour building it. Oh god, stage. Right, while I have this asset here, let me just go ahead and put that there near the bar. This is what I was looking for, big covers. So is that gonna be tall enough, do you reckon? I don't know if that's tall enough. It feels real short. Yeah, we've got these covers. That's all I want to put in. Back stuff's fine. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. All up in nav meshed, vanilla, shack, stairs, snap, door, snap. Very good. That's exactly what we want. And these are raised slightly as well. It's the biggest one. CVC hotel. Oh my god. Okay, it's got ivy and stuff on the side as well. Hello. Maybe we build it out onto the water a little bit. Considering it's on raised platform. What is this build? Wow. Okay, let me go ahead and scrap that. I can get this to work. I'll get it built up alongside the bridge. Get rid of the brambles. Have that sort of there. Right up against the bridge. I know the ivy hangs down a little bit, but that's fine. Is right up the edge to it. Sits flat. We've got a tree in the way. Oh, that's part of the design? Is it? No. I say that was a bit weird. There. Okay, well that's a whole thing. If I do too much detailing on the inside. And then that leads up to there. Then we could do a couple of shacks out here, some fire barrels, that sort of thing. I do think that we need some kind of faux floor here. It's just onto mud. Doesn't really work. Diamond City tops, doors. That garbage, that garbage. Yeah, if we're gonna do floor in here, we should have it match. And I'm utilizing this piece. The snap. Very good. Right, we need a large area of flooring here that doesn't look just copy and paste to repeat. Start out with your classic. We have metal floors. I don't know why there isn't that many metal floors. Back over into CVC. I mean, I guess I could utilize something like this. It was a large area. I mean, we know it's a garage top, but could be flooring. I mean, we could also redesign something else. So I've been here thinking about this sort of garage area. That's what we got. Also, for those that were watching the episode where we got some of these houses in Sanctuary, the ones that collapsed, we replaced with these. I did complain in that episode that there weren't the full houses. We have these weird tiny house, medium house. Because I was here in the build menu, if you continue to go over, the full houses are right here. But what I was thinking was position this correctly. Corrugated walkway. These along down the side of the house to, I don't know, make it look like this place had a little bit of a driveway. Yeah, a little bit of a driveway there. Leads round to the back. We could just get some of the standard flooring in. What do we got here with this corrugated walkway? Get it to the right sort of level. Like, it's not exactly flat or anything. Jesus. This one's a little better, actually. Yeah, there we go. Found a slightly more flat version to it. I think if we put this down just a couple of times, mix it up. Just gives it a little bit more of a solid floor there, with it being right next to water as well. And back to wood bridges. A little higher. Let's move across. Wee bit. Yeah, I guess we could bring it down actually. About there. That onto there. That's nice access way up to that. That connects straight into this. Don't do anything about this little ledge. That's fine. Or a save. Just right. So this whole grassland up there. I don't really think I'm going to do much with this. Maybe some crops up here. But this corrugated metal area, just a bits next to it, alongside this massive pre-built one, is where we're going to get the huts. I'm going to put down whatever feels right in terms of how many we do. Metal-wise, no. Right, here we go. That was biggest one. If they're nav meshed, that just makes things a hell of a lot easier. But yeah, the angle of the floor in here goes a little too high, so I say probably just crops over in that area. Now a little bit in. BBC door. Door there. want access into this place, which we'll get for that side bit. So bunch that right up next to this. Forward. Out a little bit. A little walkway to there. There's your entrance. Is this part of it? Tree cluster. Wow, all these trees we put in, we keep moving. Waiting for that in a minute. Right up home. Let's put it right next to it. We'll lower it down as possible. Raise this fine. We'll have some stairs. That tree, so we don't want to go too far that way. Right into there. So rather than it being fire barrel in the middle, we got the bonfire stuff. We'll get that in a minute. We could perhaps do 1 or 2 more. Depending on if it fits nicely. Rubs can go here. On a shack looking thing. Kind of a little too overgrown in there for my liking, so let's move that. Don't know why this snaps. Benefit to it snapping. Probably just raise it to the same sort of level as this. Move the tree. Have it so it's propped up against it. Go. Same with the car. Guess the tall grass here is going to make it a little bit of a pain. That snaps to that. That's not bad. It kind of clips through the carport a little bit, but I think that's fine. It would have been built around it. Got a long thing here. Maybe try and get... I've got like a really small square one. Just to fit in somewhere right in the middle. Off to the side there. Oh my good god, what is going on with the character's head? That was a weird amalgamation between the grill and their standard head. Back into the workshop mode. There. Raise it up. We just need a little board to go across. Sizes that space. Let's bring it over this way a little bit. There, very good. Right, now can we get any more houses in, or do I think that's okay? And that's probably fine. We'll have a little room inside for several beds. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional little build-ins. We've then got this big thing here. So there'll be more than one person to each thing, so that's plenty of room. This is what I was thinking for the inside. Was a bonfire looking thing. Got anything else? You have the fire barrels. Alright. One of each of those. Big old bonfire. Might be a little too big. Definitely another one goes somewhere else. Maybe it was just that I was thinking of then. Um, Forget to unmute. No, I won't do anything like that, bruv. That's what rookie streamers do. I build this just so it goes across with this. That could work actually better. So it does go in a little bit. So can I move this out? Very, very good, bruv. Right, well, that's that in. Change the lighting. Facts really don't matter. That I know it has supports, but that really looks like it's floating. I guess I'd probably put up some kind of makeshift fence. Let's have a look at what we got. Yeah, just some garbage fencing like this. Trash pile. Trash pile could go in there quite nicely. I want this fence to specifically look bad. It's just been thrown together. Like a little patch job. Straight up not even in the ground. Go, just lower it down. Yeah, just put a little bit of a fence there. For the building stuff, the raiders and the like won't really be an issue. It was TGM and ECAI, which is toggle combat AI off or on. Just so I don't just get blasted while I'm building. And yeah, you know what? We do need more of the trash pals over here because these guys live in filth. A few more bits like that over. Getting stuck on there. Got some of these floating trees. Let's bring those down. So yeah, it's just sort of your main way into this. And from here you can cut up side this way. guess these guys would probably have a little security. Not gonna be turrets and the like, but I'm thinking just like a standard guard post up here. That angle just right. Nothing's really going to be coming from over there. Gonna walk way up there, just covers the road. Yeah, stairwell up to that, that'll probably be up this bit. Right, let's zoom into the sky a little bit and have a look at this from up above. Yeah, I think that's looking alright. We've got a few more little bits to do to this, but Shantytown has got a good start to it. Will be... Satellite building's going to be a bit of the wall as well. I'm probably then going to have the wall just follow down to here. Come across to this wall and we'll follow up alongside this building. Probably a little bit of a gap and then straight back down this way. So we'll have a little bit of space on this side. Maybe we put 1 or 2 more shacks on this side of this water. Will technically be on the outside of the wall. Right, stairway to get up to this. What I was thinking was like we can't really do all that much with this house. Is a potential walkway across here. So let's get the bridge, this one. It's a little too neat, maybe. Everything else is all wrecked. Get this as a walkway. Okay, it needs to be a little higher. Jesus. Do a step down. Step down. I assume they're going to be able to walk across to that. I'll patch it if it needs it. I don't obviously need to be able to get up to this bit. So just a stairwell up the left-hand side, or the right-hand side even, depending on which way you're looking. We do that nicely from the inside, or is it going to look terrible? Right, I want that but an angle. Stop snapping, please. Stairwell like that. Raise it up. We then want roofs. We don't want to be on roofs. We want floors. Single floor piece. Drop it down one. Bring it so it's flat to that. Drop it down again. Drop that down to there. They should be able to get up to that. Let's see. If I can get up to it. Get up it. Beautiful. Support says ever. We do have snapping for this. Probably just go for the opposites each time. So it supports him for that. That's a nice pathway to just a little janky defense platform. Two of those in, but that's fine. We won't get railings in on that. Railings is for the higher class people. No safety here. Okay, sure. I'll barricade this bit in then. I'll barricade this bit in. No, I do not wish to store. Give a little bit of a gap. And you have to come through this bit. I might fence off. Oh, we could just have this as the entrance. Get rid of that. We got some nice nuclear waste barrels here. We'll leave those. The brambles, we've got wood pallets here, so I do need a little bit of flooring. The step up to that's just a little bit too much. So, going in with what we already have, we will build up this area with a couple of pallets. Pick the snapping off. Works in well because there's pallets here already. I will block this doorway off this way and then we will have this as the way in. So, all boards. It is. We just want it blocked off like that. This side, yes. Yeah, we'll just block it with that. Two of those. One on each side. I'll get the job done. Probably more trees than like in this open area where it's all blank and nothing's there. Right, we need some more garbage. Go back to my garbage piles. Garbage in, have it over across a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we're hearing a little bit of shooting in the distance. I don't think it's anything to worry about. Put that up there for the guard. Put that in for a save. Right, decorationally then. I mean, not that this would be the main way through, but this is sort of like Shanty Street. Acid on either side, so I don't really think there's going to be anything like smack bang in the middle. We've got like this little open area over here. I just need like a couple of furniture pieces. That in there. Shopping cart looking thing. Pop that there. We'll get some random stuff on it. Dino shelves, doghouse. Let's get a doghouse here. I'll work with the guard as well. Maybe we'll put the doghouse in the house. There we go, a little doghouse there. Right, well, I think aside from getting the furniture in the houses here, this little bit's done. So I'm going to look for some animation markers in the same way that we have the shopkeepers and the guards. But just idle NPC animations. And then when the settlements are full, that'll make it a little bit more lived in. So, like, I'll have someone stood next to the barrel warming their hands kind of thing. There, that's good. That bit. Let's get some of the resources in for these. Don't want any of that. Gotta look garbage. Standard pump. What else we got? Where are we going to want to stick this? Not really be at an angle like that. Somewhere right in the middle. Inconvenient. Workstation wise, what do we got? We've got scavenging station. Let's get one of those down here. I can go in front of this counter. Fish cleaning station. What for Bunker Hill caravans to visit? You know, I was actually looking for this in several of my areas that were built. It's in Resources Misc. And it's just straight up there. Very good. Very good. I can get those placed in the other settlements. No, I don't think that will be down to the junk area. So I think for now we'll have the junk area done. Furniture-wise, I'll get that done off-stream. Show that up. I'll place this trade caravan post down while I'm still remembering. Yeah, you gotta get this unlocked yourself. You have to do, I think it's the Zealous Army one. Yeah, it's going to be a good spot for this. I figure it's got to be close to one of the gates. I don't want it too close to the trader store. Really nice spot for that. It's going to be this gate over here where this needs to go. I'm thinking. Move this out of the way. Down the side of the diner here is a nice little spot. I think if we place it like I think the Brahmin stands here. I can't remember the positioning for the people here, but if I have to change the orientation, I will, but I think this fits quite nice here. We'll have a nice stinking Brahmin next to the diner. You gotta do the old man's quest. Okay, I'll literally lower that. Alright, we've got tree cluster. Let me move these cars over here. Those are a little in the way. We can get a little start on the next gate. Gated fence area, whatever you want to do. Trees. We'll put those back in a moment. Right, can't get rid of these brambles. Can't get rid of these trees. That's fine. We have access up until this point, and that goes straight to the water's edge. That leads straight into the rocks. About as high as the diner roof. So I'm thinking, and I'm going to throw some elements down very rough now, just to give you a rough idea of what I want to do with this. I'm thinking of walkway again. Go with this one. Possibly about here. Snap it on. Walkway that goes right to the very edge of the green line. Is just ever so slightly out. We go about there. We have a little lookout area, like what we did for that first bridge. And then the rest of the wall just comes straight up all the way to the water's edge. We then build, I think, probably fencing along the outer side of this retaining wall. And then that'll join up to this bit of the fence. And I say that because this is a nice sneaky walkway that leads straight to them. Obviously, a little bit better than that, but that's going to be the sort of main area where the wall and the gate's going to be. So for now, let's take off those three. But yeah, that'll make a nice walkway to the top of the diner. We could potentially link it up to the little watchtower here. This is sort of going to be a guard's headquarters. Oh, I did have stairs this way. Is there any way that we can utilize this into it? Delete these bits. Doesn't need to link, but I thought it would be a nice little addition. The water looks quite dirty and murky. There's stuff over here. Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. If I had access to the whole of the little lake, I'd probably change the water type. But because I can only access this little end bit, to the point in changing it. So again, looking at what we have available, and that is a metric ton of vehicles. First, just move this over here so it's out of the way. This wall is going to be very much ours, whereas for the other one we did one or two. A lot of cars to work with here. A lot of junk as well. The saucer slides and this stuff we're probably either going to scrap or leave where it is. Boat swings are gone. I like the fact that half of the park is on the inside of the wall and the other bit's on the outside. So it's going to be a mix of cars and that extra wasteland wall type. So I want to be in standard fencing, I believe it is. We're in junk fence, and then we're in junk fence mods. We want the double doorway opening area. Like I said, this is more of one of the main entrances. Change timer again. This needs to be that way, I believe, is going to be better. Have the middle lined up to the middle of the road. Have this lined up more towards the front. So about there. Probably as high as we want it to go as well. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, I can live with that. I'll sleep well knowing that. Wasteland wall, long A. Just move this over just a little bit to begin with until we got this wall in. Right, how much higher can we do the wall? Down here. Raise this up until it's not floating. Just a doorway that needs to be a little bit lower, you know, for the whole pathing. That's probably where I'm going to want it. Yeah, I think this all the way to the water's edge. Large utilize on the other side. Oh my god, is that perfect? That's pretty much perfect. How much does that go in? That hangs out too far. Works best with place everywhere, or place 5 in a row and then turn the corner. One or two more. Okay, one less than that, just to patch that a little bit. Then I'm gonna wall along this out a bit as well. Now I am going to be redoing this wall a little bit. Because it's just ever so slightly off. With that said, let's actually just take snapping off. And I think it starts to deviate here. Let's bring that in. Bring that in. And we can put snapping back on. There we go. Just a rough one anyway. That's nice and neat. Back to that. How high would this be? That's incredibly high. We can't have that there. I do like an extra bar over the top bit. In fact, that's going to work out brilliant. I don't want the full wall here. Because I'm going to use cars on the other side. Go for one of those. Raise it up again if we can. Can, because I'm doing. Can't go all the way. What about the corner unit? Corner, then corner. Then it goes straight into the rocks. Right, this can't actually go any higher. Right, let me try... Let me actually try with this. Is this whole area just a little lower? I don't want a gap underneath the bottom. Okay. Guess we are using this piece. Right, that is as high as we can take it. Whereas this one could go all the way up. But we could make a secret vault somewhere in the settlement. The issue with that would be the need to build underground. Which... technically need to do that. Because I said it was going to be the main game, not the DLC. If there was an area to do something like that, that'd be great. That's why it looks weird. Because there's no end cap. So yeah, cars for this bit. Which is in CVC. There we go. Yeah, we'll use truck piece. We'll attempt to use truck piece. Slots in quite nicely with that. So, I don't know. Rid of the big, deep looking thing. We'll get rid of 2 cars for that, because it's a truck piece. We don't actually have a truck there. I have used the wrong wall piece here. Very good. Letting it like that. Right, well, that fits in nicely. Yeah, we'll just, like, double it up with the cars. Double it up like what we did with the other area. Goes in like that. We'll have some... we'll have some support there. Kinda... I don't know, vibing with this idea anymore. Take that off for now. Obviously, there's a big weak point to this in the fact that if you're... yeah, just Mr. Gutsy over there, that's fine. If you're just vibing up this way, you can just, like, I don't know, jump into the settlement. Maybe there's something we can do about that. I think that's plenty fine for that bit. Down, you got trucks blocking that way. We'll get some garbage down there as well. But your main door, big old gate that goes all the way down here. All the way to that. So... that's fine. Get some supports down the side. This is a little floaty. Let's bring it down. No. Pop the slide back roughly to where it was. Swings in, that's fine. Can I implement the car stuff? Look good here. Or is it going to be garbage? That's garbage and I just don't think it's necessary. The only thing I don't like about this wall is it's the same piece over and over again. Maybe bolster that up with some fake looking wall fences. Just to break it up a little bit. Let's increase. Yeah, and then it's a mix of metal and wood, so we'll do that a couple of times. Very surprised it allowed me to place that. Be for all of them. What I'll do is I'll get your wooden pieces like that. Go over the top of the barbed wire. Then go back over to here. There's wall boards. Snap a couple of these bad boys down. Potentially. Sweet Jesus. Place it in the settlement first. There we go. Couple of those. Get a little patched up. Placement, please. Instantly different. Very good. Oh, that's like 1.5 gates / fences done. We need double doorway and fence. That in the same menu. Guess we can just do it here. Double door, auto close. The choice of colors. Tiles. What isn't snapped to that? Is this doorway bigger? I have to manually place them. So let's see, how do you... Okay. On to the left. Right, let's have a look. Opens outwards. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Right, we can fill that up in garbage with garbage in there. Check the wall. Metal, wood, wood planks. Metal with wood boards. Metal, wood planks. Boarded up metal. It's perfectly fine. Get back into it. Can't get rid of these shrubs. Oh. Right, well this whole area is going to be for this trade caravan post then. So. And put it in at an angle. Like so. Gives that whole area a little bit more space. What happened to my head? We're just out here grilling. Don't worry about it. No, it's a grill. I can't remember what the mod's called. It's like a natural player character or something. Put it on for the crowd control stuff that we do. It's the same mod pack that I use for this. Working up a little wizardry here. Yeah, that one's okay. Neighbor is that. That. Set by 3. Fill that in like so. Why do I feel like the one day the game will just not work for me?
All of this just works.
Nah, it's fine. It's stable. It's a perfectly fine game engine. Raise that a little bit. I'm just making this look like the whole area is full of garbage. So like I clocked that when you look through this side, you can see through the bits of the truck. And hard to see at the minute with the red, but The line is all correct. In fact, I think I actually need to make this one smaller. Maybe, yeah. Let there, bring it down. This whole bit's full of garbage. Right, there we go. Let me have a look at this outside of the build. So we got a little bit here. Needs a little patch or a cover up. Cover up. Aside from that, I think if we look at this from any angle, it just looks like it's full of rubbish. Okay, yeah, just that one little bit down there that needs a cover up. In terms of the fence here, obviously I've got my walkway. I'll likely have a little guard post probably at the top of here. We've got space for turret platforms on the wall. What I'll probably also do is get the post here, or an additional post actually, the same height as this one. Have a wooden beam go across, and then we can have a board on where we'll have a sign for what this place is called. Right, let me go ahead and throw a save. Right, well, I am out of time for this episode, so we're going to have to leave it there for now. Good progress today. We got like half of the wall done, and we got a good portion of the little shanty town started up as well. So, as usual, if you have enjoyed, do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Do check those links down in the video description if you're looking to support the channel. Any and all support is appreciated. Without said and done, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.